I'm Samantha Gray, and I'm the president of Theatre Bristol's board and the producer of the upcoming production by Theatre Bristol of Disney's Beauty and the Beast. We are very excited about this show. It's been long in the making. It has been a wonderful experience watching it all come together since we began more than a year ago thinking about what would this show be like. Could we do this? Even making the decision to do the show was a big challenge. This has probably been our largest budget show ever because it involves inanimate objects, it involves magic and special effects, involves beautiful elaborate costumes and set pieces that are incredible. Such a talented cast, all under the direction of Glenn Patterson, who's done so many shows here, from Music Man last year, Les Mis, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, Scrooge the Musical. So we're so thrilled that he's taken on this challenge with us to bring Beauty and the Beast to our community. This is so special. This is not something anyone can do, but through the power of a cast of more than 40 and a crew of nearly 40, we're able to bring to the greater Bristol area. So we're just thrilled to be here and present this show. It really is in the complete mission of Kathy DeCaterina and doing children's theater and really mentoring and creating so much positivity in our community. During Beauty and the Beast, we love to take this opportunity to really thank everyone who's given to us, to invite people to get more involved with Theatre Bristol. And so we present our gala fundraising event, and this year we're calling it Be Our Guest, on Friday evening, opening night, 6 p.m. before the show. And we're going to have wonderful food catered. We're going to have music, live Broadway music being sung to enjoy, drinks, as well as great company. And we hope people will consider coming. If you're interested in that, you can get your tickets online at theatrebristol.org. And to top it all off, the gala event includes seeing the show on opening night.
My name is James Francis. I'm very excited to be Gaston in the Theatre Bristol production of Beauty and the Beast. It's going on down at the Paramount Center for the Arts. It's a tremendously talented cast that I get to work with, and everyone involved. There's over 80 talented people involved in bringing this show to life, and it is very exciting. Now, Gaston isn't a role that I grew up thinking, oh yes, I can't wait to try to be Gaston at some point and get to play him. But when you think about the Disney villains out there, Gaston is kind of maybe the most relatable one. I mean, most of us aren't going to come across a witch with an apple, or somebody could turn themselves into a dragon, or a giant underwater octopus, or anything like that. But we've all had some sort of dealing with a bully, the guy who likes to push people around, and other people don't really like to contradict him because he's popular. That's something that everybody has to deal with. So in a strange way, I think this particular villain that I get to play is one of the worst Disney villains that there is, because it's somebody that everybody's going to experience at some point in their life. But the show is just tremendous, and it's just a very exciting thing to be part of.
My name's Steve Baskett, and I am playing the role of Belle's crazy father, Maurice. Hopefully that's not like typecast for character, but I'm getting older, so here I am playing an older role. I'm very excited to be in this show. This is very much like my relationship to my daughters, the relationship I have with Belle. I think she's great, she thinks I'm great, and then I mess everything up. So anyway, I've got several roles in this performance and in this production. I'm not just on stage for the little bit of time I'm on stage, but I'm also backstage. I've been helping with the construction of all the set, trying to create some of the magic you're going to see. And I'm just real excited to be in this role. I've been singing. I don't have much to do with the singing lines, but I've been singing my little heart out trying to get this role down. And as someone else may have said, we've got over 80 people involved in the production, both cast and crew, 44 on stage, almost as many backstage. Out of 120 people who auditioned, we could only cast 44, so I'm very proud to be a member of the cast.
So my name is McKenna Arnold, and I am playing Belle in this production of Beauty and the Beast, and I am beyond excited. This is a role that I have wanted to play for pretty much my entire life. A lot of preparation went into the singing and the character work of the show. I think that Belle is a very strong and compassionate and intelligent young woman, and I not only try to bring that to life on stage, but try to be that way in my personal life. I've done quite a few productions with Theatre Bristol, so it is, and I actually got my start acting here to begin with, so it is wonderful to be able to come back and see it all come full circle and be a role that I've dreamt of for so long here. I've actually done productions before with our director, Glenn Patterson, and he is always such a joy to work with. He is a very intelligent and thoughtful director, and he brings so many things to the table that I never would have thought of before in a really interesting and new way for every show that he does, but I think particularly for Beauty and the Beast.
I'm really excited to be costuming Theatre Bristol's Disney's Beauty and the Beast. I've costumed 5 or so shows here now, but this has by far been the biggest and hardest show. I said after I costumed Les Mis, I can do anything. That's not true. After I do this show, I can do anything. There have been a lot of pieces in this that are kind of foreign to me, and I've had to study and learn a lot about more than just sewing. The wardrobe, for instance, was one of my biggest challenges. It's a very large piece, and it's got a lot of hot glue versus thread holding it together. So that's been something that's a little bit different for me. Trying to figure out how to build a clock for Cogsworth, and studying how to build Lumiere's hands and his head to make them light up. That's been a challenge. Luckily, I've had some fantastic help, especially from Hyacinth and Matthew and Cameron. They have been fantastic, and I could not have done this without them.
I think that this is a wonderful show for children of all ages, boys and girls, and all the way from 2 to 92. I think that, especially if you've seen the show before, I think that this will be an interesting and fresh take on it in a lot of ways. And if you've never seen Beauty and the Beast before, I think that this is a perfect segue into this wonderful and rich world and all of these characters and just the magic of it. So I think regardless of whether you've seen it 100 times or if this is your first time, this is the show for you.